In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
So where in the manual does it tell you to do 3 ninja rolls?
Those are forward shoulder rolls, sir, and they are vital port.
You know
they're a vital part.
Your manual must be different than mine. then.
Yeah, when I was taught
that's
React
figure.
to Contact,
That's figure 2.
when I was taught when I was taught React to Contact, there was no ninja rules involved.
No,
in any of
no,
that. It was whatever you want, but just return fucking fire.
Well, he did that.
To be
After
fair,
3 ninja rolls.
to be fair, when we were in Iraq, you want to be exactly where they're aiming.
Yeah,
If you deviate
Yeah.
out of
If
where
you
they're
move,
aiming,
If
then
you
you're
try
going to get hit on
Yeah.
accident.
100%.
Yeah, you're gonna run into the bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Trust me, that's how it works. Yeah. So Justin, you said you have some context for this.
Yeah, so I was reading this article, and the specific one was on Vice, and they say during the investigation, Hernandez was initially adamant that the shots had been fired. Turns out it was just an acorn falling onto his vehicle,
Hilarious.
which, if y'all haven't seen, has been going around like wildfire recently. But turns out his history is he trained at West Point and served as an infantry
No.
infantry and special forces officer for a decade.
An 18 alpha.
What in the flying fuck?
Which included 2 rotations in Afghanistan. He said he never faced combat because he was an officer.
It makes sense.
Eventually,
I can see that.
Eventually, investigators showed him frame-by-frame footage of an acorn hitting the car. Acorn, Hernandez asked. Acorn, the investigator responded.
Okay. Now, after initially watching this video, I assumed it was going to be like a junior ROTC naval cadet.
Or he went to the Citadel.
Or you went to the Citadel. But for
He's got both pinkies. So.
okay, and I was also going to say, like, everybody, it's probably vital that you work the pits when on range day, so
Sure.
you know what a bullet sounds like going by you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's important, right?
Yeah, because a lot of people, that's a common misconception, right? People think it's an explosion. It's not.
No.
It's a snap.
Yeah. You might hear
Like-
like it hit metal or something.
Yeah.
But you're also going to hear the bullet breaking the sound barrier.
Yeah, it sounds like a clap. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And for this guy, so this guy was an officer in infantry and special operations. One, the ninja rolls I don't understand. I don't know.
I think he just fell. I think he fell
No,
down.
he rolled 3 times.
There were 3 of them.
I think he fell
No.
and then into a roll.
No,
And then I think that's why he
I
felt
love how
weird
that
because
you're
no,
trying to
because
give
he hurt himself.
He was yelling shots fired as he was rolling.
Yeah.
yeah, that's weird.
That's weird,
Yeah.
right? And then his weapon handling, where it's on the ground and not even in his possession
Does not have positive control of his firearm.
Right.
while he's tripping all
I like
over
how he just
himself.
shoots down the road while there's a dude standing in the road. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, that was
I like how-
the other officer who
Oh, that's even better.
when he yelled shots fired, her response was what? And he went shots fired, and then started shooting. Which, by the way, from the time when he starts sprinting, when he thinks he's getting shot at, to the time where he is now putting rounds at what he thought was the bad guy, had to be what? 12 seconds?
if that.
Like-
it's 5 seconds.
But the rounds
Oh,
that he
it took
thought
so
were
long.
going to the bad guy were into the back of his own vehicle.
Yeah.
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 Like,
I'd like to see the back of his truck.
Yeah. There's so much wrong with this.
Yeah.
is
like
he still
and like you assume that you've been hit. Like, you know how many times
Mike, have you ever thought you've been hit?
Well, me, yeah. Me.
No, but not been totally completely fine. Nothing touched you at
like,
all.
like during explosions, sure.
no,
but like,
no. Just like that.
no. No, you know.
You've
No.
never just been like, oh my God, I'm
Has-
hit.
Yeah, no, you're,
Has-
you're
has
well aware when you get hit.
now, has there ever been a time where you've been or seen somebody hit that had no idea they were hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
Was-
More than
was-
once.
not the reaction of
Not the
anybody with any experience.
No, it's usually what the fuck.
Yeah. This is
Wow. So is this guy still with that department?
No, he resigned while under investigation.
at least he's
for his
admirable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good God, man.
I mean, could you go back to work after that?
Fuck no.
You know what I mean?
No.
Could you walk back in and be like, oh, I'm ready for my shift today? And be like, fuck
I
you.
guarantee you, he opens his wall locker and acorns pour out of it, dude.
Oh my
I guarantee
God.
you, dude. The amount of fucking with that he would have, it'd have been beautiful.
So you know what? He's going to go be a firefighter now.
Probably.
Well, I mean, does anybody know him? Was he a good infantry or special operations officer? Because based on that video alone, I would guess not.
You know what? He could have been.
I don't know.
If he was never in direct combat and he was just an operational lead,
Yeah, but
that you know what I mean? Like
that's not how somebody reacts with a 40-hour block of training.
no, I get that, but
Yeah.
he's so far removed from that when he was in.
Not as an SF officer. They have to go through some shit.
They might have gone through training, but his focus isn't to be the dude out there pulling trigger.
Dude, just because he was an 18 alpha on paper does not mean he did 18 alpha shit, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have been fucking pulled as a staff guy and been like working.
Yeah,
a
you're
staff
S2
job.
now.
Yeah. Like it could have. He's like I contracted with an 18 alpha who was fucking worthless. Dude was fucking. He was tits on a bull. And when I talked to him, I was like, I thought you were a fucking operator. And he's like, you did more grunt stuff than I ever did. And he explained it to me. He's like, he ran a 3 shop his entire fucking career.
So
On paper,
so on a
he was an operator.
on a
Yeah.
resume, do we write down as a bullet point not an 18 series officer as a
Yeah, not an 18 alpha.
not an 18 alpha officer as like a help
But
to get a job like that?
But on paper, you write, because on paper you have proof that you went through fucking selection. So sure. Like,
so baffling.
like that sucks, man. Like, fuck. That is
Maybe-
the quintessential of lying on the resume.
I just don't get it.
Fucking act like you've been here, bud.
Like, are you at a point in your life where you're like, okay, I made it through whatever.
I love that it's a female cop that was in the road. Like, fuck are you doing?
She's like, what?
Like, what would make one of us act like that? Just to be so afraid of dying in the line of duty, maybe?
You know what?
I don't know.
Right now, I believe, like right now, let's say that we're standing out in the front parking lot, right? And somebody in the parking lot across the street shoots.
Yeah.
I think we would just all glance that way and then look at each other
It
and then glance back that way.
And then it would be sheer excitement.
Yeah.
Because I have an arms room.
I know. It'd be
Right there.
Is this
Yeah.
really happening?
Oh, dude, if we're in there, I'm grabbing the truck gun. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that's happening, man. Yeah.
Like,
By the way, the guy who they were there, they had detained, he was handcuffed in the back of the police car.
What?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
so he's shooting his own cop car with the guy in it.
In it while he's handcuffed.
So did he assume the shot came from the inside of the cop car?
He must have. He must have.
I thought you
which
said he was shooting at the car in front of the cop car.
I thought so too. The Vice article like jumped, so I missed that section. But yeah, he's handcuffed in the back of the police car.
Dude,
so
that's-
he's just shooting into it.
That's worse. Do you remember that female cop a couple years ago who like parked on the fucking railroad tracks? And
Yeah,
put the
didn't
fucking-
let the dude out.
and then like the guy was in there and then the fucking train hit it.
Did you see?
That's worse than this.
Yeah.
Did you see the one where the cop tased the dude on the highway and the guy gets smoked?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, pull that motherfucker up.
This dude-
This is bad.
Oh my, yeah.
Oh,
Because I
fuck.
feel bad for the cop. I feel bad for the car driver. I feel bad
The
for
whole
the
situation.
guy getting tased.
That's
Like,
like,
it was one
that
of those
reminds me
ones-
of that dude who like the trucker that let the turkey out.
Yeah.
And the car fucking smokes the turkey.
The only way that this situation could have been avoided is if the cop didn't pull the trigger on the
Justin, don't put the
Yeah.
camera on the screen, but just let us look at it.
yeah, like the rest of it, you're just like, oh,
Like, I don't care what he did. He didn't deserve it.
Justin, while I'm watching this, you can roll that shit. Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number one sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. Check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet, sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret, we're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/Freedom Friends Podcast, or use the code Freedom Friends Podcast at checkout.
Right? Like, I feel terrible for everybody involved in this.
I feel bad for the driver of that car.
All right.
And the cop, like, there's going to be a new line. He cuffs the guy.
Like, why did the cop,
This guy has to be dead as shit.
like, the car had to have seen him.
no,
It's got lights on and
fucking
shit.
some chick driving, looking at her phone. That shit happened in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he gone.
Yep.
Yep, that's a dead person.
Yeah.
Congrats, dude. You tased a dead guy.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck.
no. You killed a guy. You tased an alive motherfucker.
Yeah.
And cuffed a dead guy.
Yeah.
You cuffed
Which out of
Damn.
those two, and also the chick that yelled taser, 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 and then pulled out her pistol and shot them.
That's a lack of training.
which
Yeah.
one is worse?
Actually, I think the fucking
Taser.
No.
I think the special operator dude shooting in the back of his
Yeah.
own car is worse.
that's the worst for the cop himself.
That's
the worst situation.
That is unlucky.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's-
shitty situation.
That's a
Yeah,
shitty
yeah.
situation.
But like that cop, he tased the guy who was running away.
on a highway.
yeah,
I mean,
Let him run.
he
He ain't gonna get that far.
yeah, but are you going to think about that?
no, you're in the heat of the moment.
You got tunnel vision. You got
Yeah.
He hit the guy.
I know he
Like
did.
that's a
good,
fucking
and it was a good shot.
good taser shot.
Yeah,
But then I bet he
because
missed
those
the
things
ball.
are not that accurate.
I like as soon as he hit the ground, that dude's like, oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah. As soon as he did it, he was like, "Oh fuck," because he saw the car.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's a bad.
that's a shitty situation.
Yeah.
That's
You know?
yeah. That's one of those where you just have to be acceptive of whatever comes down from it, but you
Yeah.
just have to be brutally honest.
yeah.
You
Like,
know,
I
you're like-
just
I
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, like
fuck.
the female cop that shot the guy instead of tasing him,
Mhm.
she owned it,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you could tell
She was like, "Oh fuck."
it ruined her life.
Yeah.
Like she felt terrible about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this cop does too. God damn, it's bad.
That is one of those where it's like this is why you don't run.
But out of the 3 officers involved in all of these, the one who should shoot himself is definitely the Acorn guy.
Yeah, Captain Acorn should definitely fucking reassess his life.
What's so bad too is that he's getting hit up by like old army buddies.
Oh God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I saw that video.
Like, I mean, is he the guy that you
Yeah.
put like one of those firecracker string things on the door and he like fucking loses his shit?
Shots fired.
He'd,
shots
he'd
fired.
shoot all his neighbors.
Like it would be one thing, like if he had like severe PTSD from combat,
Never saw combat.
but he never saw combat. You know what I mean? Like it would be one thing.
I
It
hope
was
you're
like,
right
look,
about
man,
this and we're not shit talking him.
That's
We're not shit
according-
talking a war hero.
according to Vice. That's his background.
Damn.
Yeah.
Training, man. Training is important. Doesn't matter what fucking job you're doing.
Yeah.
Train for it. You know.
Yeah.
I put up a meme in a group the other day. I gotta find it. But it was along the same lines as this. Let me see if I can find this fucking thing that I.
Well, y'all were talking about PTSD. Apparently, the FDA is going to review ecstasy for treating PTSD in clinical settings.
Now that sounds fun.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, but the whole clinical setting part.
They better have some ugly motherfucking dude administering that shit.
I put up this picture and it says, I put up, the post I wrote was train, pick up heavy shit, put down heavy shit, and repeat. Because and Justin, I'll send this to you so you can throw it up.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, it's so right on. It's like, you don't want to be the guy carrying the fucking shoes.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just.
Don't care.
So it's a picture of a family.
I'm gonna send it to him.
Yeah.
He'll put it.
We'll put it
Okay,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous, man. And but it's right, dude. Like, I mean, there's a legitimate issue with a lack of training when it comes to jobs. I mean, fuck, even today in Satmar in the Marine Group, right? Somebody put up a thing where they were like, "Hey, there's $10,000 reward, or there's like $100,000 reward for some fucking gangbanger cartel guy, right?" And he's like, "Who wants to go? Let's get a group and fucking go get this guy." And I was like, here it comes. A bunch of fucking, I was a Marine, so I'm a badass with absolutely zero fucking skill in this fucking realm of profession. You know, like just because you were a Marine, even if you were if you were a basic grunt, does not mean you have the skill set
You're going to cross the border into Mexico
and get murdered
with a firearm
immediately.
That's one, illegal.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you it's going to be an $800 AR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna be some Temu night
Yeah.
vision. They weren't bad for $26.
Thank you.
for $26.
Yes.
But they were horrible.
Better than nothing. In fact,
For $27, I'd have been like, I'm
Justin,
out.
you were in the blind with me.
They provided $26 worth of night.
They were more than $26 worth of night vision. They're pretty good.
They did.
They were impressive. They were actually impressive. But you're right. Yes.
No, what's Jack's go-to saying? He is a former Marine or an ex-Marine.
He's an ex-Marine. Jack's thing is that he's been practicing Stolen Valor for about 6 years now, and it's going really well.
Yeah.
It's going really well.
It's practicing.
Like he had like what was it? Like the Dark Horse flyer hat on or whatever. And like they'd given it to him when he was doing the USO tour, and he was like, "I'm telling everybody I'm part of this unit."
Yeah.
And that's what he did. Yeah.
If they didn't want him to do that, they wouldn't have given him the hat,
Right.
obviously.
You give Jack Mandeville an in, he's gonna take advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking time. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to SHOT Show next year.
Oh. We're not gonna ruin that.
No.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. So how was your week, fellas? It's a new night. We're recording on Wednesday. It's our first Wednesday show.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't
Wednesday
even know
recording.
what fucking day it is.
Well, yeah, you're
It's
fucking
Wednesday.
cashed. It's
I
Wednesday.
said it 4 times just now.
Yeah.
No, it's still, it didn't set in.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, to all the listeners, the fact that there wasn't a Monday upload after we announced the new times, that was me just not doing math on record dates and when podcasts were going live.
Dude,
Yeah,
That
so
was
They
on-
were fucking butthurt.
Yeah.
They're really
when,
mad at you.
when are we releasing this one?
This one will be coming up this next Monday, this upcoming Monday.
Okay, so we're releasing the.
The podcast
On
comes out
Monday.
Monday and the debates will come out Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So that's
So
on me,
essentially
guys.
there's
My bad.
there's no podcast this week.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
What did we not? Never mind. Nope.
Yeah. So now when we're like, it's Wednesday and we're sitting in a corner or we're sitting in a circle for the debates,
it's
it actually
true.
will be Wednesday. We won't be lying
Hey.
to ourselves. Yeah.
Thank you for making me not have to think.
But today is Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday for us Catholic types.
And what time is it, John?
That's the next show.
I mean, we can do it
uh,
on this one too. If you want.
which
It's for Valentine's
which is
Day.
actually why we don't have a Jazz with us. He is taking Caitlin on a date.
Was.
or
was
looks-
he just
according to the text we just got, he was supposed to, and then somebody called out at his shop, so that ruined that shit too. So
start your own business? They said it'll be fun. They said.
I just straight up asked Haley last week. I was like, "Are we doing anything for Valentine's Day?" And she's laughed at me. She was like, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you think after 14 years, if we've never done anything for Valentine's Day, why the fuck would we start now?" And I was like,
we occasionally do, but we this year we voted to not.
yeah."
So
Well, I mean, you kind of took her on an impromptu trip to fucking Costa Rica.
yeah, that was Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, count that one.
I don't count Hallmark holidays.
I agree with you. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's
fair.
it's commercialism and dog shit.
That's all it is. Like
so
what?
Justin, what did you do?
We aren't. I'm going home and we're making dinner. we try to do date nights pretty regularly, and this week just landed on date night. But we both agreed we're like we're not going out on Valentine's Day.
Oh, dude, you know.
That's the worst
No.
night
You
to
know,
work in a bar.
A lot of Valentine's days, we would make food at home, but we
Yes.
would get like lobster or something shit like that, where it was
Yeah.
a good meal.
Yeah, we're gonna go out like tomorrow because
Yeah.
we even thought about we were like even if we push it to the weekend, it's gonna be everybody else that was like, no, we're not going on Valentine's Day. We'll go this weekend. So we're
Yeah.
like, fuck it, Thursday date night. And-
Thursday's a good date night. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Like Haley and I's date nights we stay at home. The kids are asleep and we watch a movie.
Yeah.
And that's date night, right? And like that's what we do. Like
Watch a movie.
little Netflix and chill, dog. Or we get high and eat snack right.
Yeah.
Oh, I respect
You
that.
Netflix and chill. No chicken and dicking.
No. Little crave and misbehave. Little HBO and blow. Yeah.
There's a Disney Plus one too. I can't remember what it was.
Disney Plus and butt fuck. I don't know.
You want a Disney Plus and do anal? Like, okay.
Speaking of Disney, do you guys hear about the Pirates of the Caribbean's coming back?
Yeah,
No Johnny Depp.
they're
not doing a Johnny
really
Depp.
coming back.
I thought I heard that they're going to take
Well, what they're doing is
female actor.
they're doing a
actress.
female actress. Yeah, and, well, it's based on Anne Bonny, which is a legendary female pirate from the 1700s, a very prominent figure in pirate lore.
That's cool.
A redheaded, fair-skinned young lady from Ireland, which will be portrayed by a black female.
Really?
Disney is making a black girl do Anne Bonny, which, as an Irish person, we still don't care. We still don't give a shit. But it's getting to the point now where it's just fucking hilarious. I don't know if you guys have watched. Do you guys have Paramount Plus?
yeah.
Have you watched the South Park Panderverse yet?
No.
Oh, 10 out of 10 recommend.
You know,
because all it is a shit on fucking Disney.
your little Irish jig that you just did right there.
Huh.
Talking about the movie and that you're Irish and you don't care.
Yeah.
That reminded me. Scott and I went and saw you do stand up last week.
You did, yeah.
You did.
Yeah, appreciate you guys coming through, man. We'll talk about some pressure when two of your best friends are with their significant others sitting front row, fucking
center
center
stage.
away from my
We
feet.
did not pick that. We would not have picked that.
No.
Yeah.
That's where they put us.
They're
I
like,
know.
we're like, yeah, we can sit like back here. They're like, oh no, we'll sit you.
Yeah.
We're like, okay. And then they walked right up to those two tables, and I was like, oh, I feel so
Like,
bad for Mikey right now.
I'm looking at Mikey's skirt. It's going to be so weird.
Yeah. Wasn't that kind of show?
No.
It wasn't a drag show this time. Yeah.
You know what was really fun about that evening is Michelle got shit canned.
Fucking hammered. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
have never seen her like that
Yeah.
before. Like,
yeah. That was.
Yeah, she was drunk as fuck.
yeah.
I didn't think it was that
Had a
bad.
girl,
we were after the show. We were standing out front, and we're all standing there, and she just like almost falls over.
Yeah.
And it's not
We
like
were
she tripped
standing
on it. And I was just like,
She was just kind of doing.
oh man.
She was just kind of doing this number.
And that's like we've been married like almost 25 years. That is in the top 3 of her being as shit faced as I've ever seen her.
Wow.
And she had like 3 drinks.
At the show.
Yeah, but the problem is she didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
But did she pregame too?
She pre-gamed like 1 drink.
Yeah, but she's still God's favorite. It's not like she gets hangovers.
She did not get a hangover.
She never does.
So
It's not fucking fair, man.
No,
bullshit.
it's not.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, that was crazy.
Fucking vampire that doesn't get hangover.
It was funny because like all the stages of the evening happened.
Yeah. We were only there for like what, 2.5 hours, 3
Yeah.
hours?
Like I said something, she was pissed off about it. She got over it. But all of that happened in like a 4-minute period. where usually it's like 45 minutes to an hour period that we got to deal with this.
Well, she was time traveling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything was fast forwarding.
It was definitely fast forwarding.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was fun. You were good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys coming out and had a lot of good support out there, man. I had you guys. I had a shout out to my girl Julie and her fiance Bo. They came out. Brent
As-
Brandy, she was there.
There was
a
probably-
couple guys from Sap.
As the MC said, the guy that was kind of
the host.
the host, they bring Mikey there because he brings all his friends.
He's like, show of hands, how many of you came to see Mikey? And like half the crowd raised their hands. He's like, and that's why we book him. Because like as everybody was coming in, he's sitting there. We're sitting in the back where the comics sit. And
Yeah.
he's talking to me and he's like, oh fuck, it's looking like it's gonna be good. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, yeah, you're fucking welcome. So no, I appreciate everybody who came out and supported.
And then there were all,
There was probably 8 comics?
I think,
There's
yeah.
five comics.
5?
Well, then there was a
Five
couple
hosts.
dudes that did the open mic.
And then you
Oh,
guys stayed for the open mic for a
yeah.
couple because I was like third up on open
Yeah.
mic. Or
So there was probably 7 different ones.
But we had everything from
And-
people that were good
and 5 of them were
to
awesome.
people that were horrible.
well, my open mic was dog shit because someone gave me a certain little something in the bathroom before my open mic. So-
Yeah, that's real annoying, isn't it, Mikey?
Actually, I still had a great time. I don't give a fuck if I
Hey,
bombed.
you know what? I also
I bombed to a crowd of 7 people. Oh no.
I also put a shot of JMO on your stool on stage for you.
That's true. In the middle of the open mic.
Yeah.
You just like walked up and sat it there and I was like, oh, thanks, Bob.
I didn't interrupt. I
No.
just sat it down and
Yeah.
sat. I mean, it was. I just couldn't get on top of the stool, but that's how close I was. So I just had to stand up to put it up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Upstage Comedy too for carrying Jameson. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they brought it in just for the show.
they did. They brought it in just for the show because I'd asked.
I bet they did not regret
They were like, "Shit, we went through more JMO than anything else."
Well, when I was talking to the
Well,
bartender before everything kicked off and everything, when the lights were still up and all that, I was one of the first ones there. And when I was talking to the bartender, she's like, "Well, I like Jameson too," and I was like, "Atta girl." So she was like, "I want to have a drink too, motherfucker."
Better hurry up.
like it was free to get in if you were a veteran,
yeah.
but we definitely supported the old bar tab.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that was probably one of the better nights that they've had in a while, especially on a Wednesday. You know, because a lot of times the Wednesday night show Wednesday's not a big going out night, right?
No.
So a lot of people don't.
But I
fucking go
appreciated it. I had a good time. I really did.
That was so. I haven't been to too many. Like the only kind of comedy club stuff that I've done is like big name people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've been to like comics that are doing like stadium shows and shit.
Right.
And so like going to some of these smaller venues, even the one I went up in Austin, that's not a small venue.
Right.
Going to this one, it was like it takes a lot of balls to get up there, whether you suck or you don't.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
especially the guys that weren't the greatest, like, made me feel for him because it's like this dude put thought and effort into this.
Well, he's
and
trying.
then grew the balls to get
Yeah.
up there and get behind a microphone and say all this shit to everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks that you suck, but
Yeah.
good on you for doing it.
But you gotta suck.
You know?
Like, you need those bombs, man. Like you need them.
You learn from it. Well, hopefully you learn from it.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like anything else, man. Like you learn from those bombs.
And
Like,
you can tell like the guys, the one guy that I thought was not very good.
which one was the
Well,
meh?
Patty Melt.
Oh,
I wasn't going to call it names, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, he's
Yeah.
he's an open micer, so he's still learning. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you can tell he doesn't have the confidence to just talk.
Yeah.
He's a pretty funny dude when you just bullshit with him.
See, he needs to own that.
Yeah.
Like if he just gets rid of just be there and
And well,
You know what I mean?
he's trying to play a character for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing, man? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've even asked him about this because he's a good dude. Like I've talked to him a couple times. He makes a lot of gay jokes. Like I think he's actually gay. I think he is. I think he's a gay man, right? But he tries to joke about it or some shit. Like every time I've talked to him, he's brought up Grindr every time. And I'm like, I get it, dude. Totally. Cool.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Mikey's on it too.
Yeah. Fucking, how do you think I met John? Shit. You know, like shit. John right swiped me and it's just been great since.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We should, Grindr should like sponsor us and put us on one of their ads.
Well, from what I understand,
dude, I would take a sponsorship from Grindr.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yes.
That'd be so much fun.
Grinder, give us money.
Yeah.
It'd be so much fun though.
It would. Like 4 straight dudes pimping out Grindr.
Not just
Oh
not
my
just even
God.
straight. Like we're what they call super straights.
Well, we're one of my jokes to my friends are I have some of the gayest straight friends you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
So we could totally
Yeah,
do
You
Grindr.
know Marines.
Yeah. Well, infantry guys, submarine guys, they're actually gay. But
They-
they play straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things in those smaller clubs, though, is like when the comics try to do crowd work. So one of the open mic guys tried to call me out, and
Oh yeah.
About putting a finger in your butt.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously on this show we have jokes,
Yeah.
right? And so my immediate comeback was like, "You got to start in the shower," and the guy's like, "What?"
Well, even Michelle was like good at it. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I gave him a hand job on the way here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atta girl.
The comic's just like, "Fuck." He's like, "That's not where you're not supposed to say that."
They weren't ready for my friends. They had that fucking audience. Yeah. Like
Speaking of that, she owes me a hand job because she was lying.
dude, who wants a fucking hand job?
I'll take one any day of the week.
A handy?
I'm not mad at
What are you, 16? No,
It usually leads to other things.
here's my thing with a
Mikey,
hand
when's the
job
last
for-
time you got a handy?
Fucking never, because
Maybe you should try it.
The best hand job is done with your mouth.
I concur, sir. I concur.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And the best way to suck dicks with your butthole.
That,
fucking A.
that's a grinder fucking ad right there. Like we need to go, we need C grinder. I told you.
That fucking escalated quickly.
Yeah, dude.
Like we're wasting the sponsorship shit.
I know, right?
Save it.
Jesus. I got to do another ad read for that.
No, just cut that clip.
Yeah, you're doing that ad read. Oh fuck, that's fucking funny. No, but I appreciate you guys coming through and supporting. Yeah, thank you. I thought it went okay. I listened back to my set. I need to slow down a little bit. I kind of I'm my harshest critic, right?
I don't
Your
know.
happy feet.
I don't know. I thought your pace was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to pause for laughter a little bit more because I
Oh,
feel
maybe
like
that.
people will start laughing and then I'll cut them off with the next
Yeah.
part of the bit. It's like fucking chill out, So it's just little shit that I need to tweak,
Yeah.
But all in all, it flowed real well.
Yeah.
Like my bits were solid. Like I mean they were okay. Yeah, fucking during my open mic set, Mallory recorded just my feet. She sent me a
Happy
video of just my feet, me walking on my toes like an autistic kid, and that's all she did was just laugh at me walking on my toes the whole time.
To be fair, that was eye level for her.
yeah, true.
Made sense.
The video's pretty funny because it's basically my whole open mic set, and then but it's just her following my feet the whole time. It was pretty good. So she sent it to me, and I thought it was funny. But yeah, no, all in all, it was fuck. It's a paid gig, man.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's
it.
cool.
That makes me a professional comedian.
There you go.
So, wasn't my first paid gig, but still, yeah, it was good. 10 minutes is a weird time too, because it's almost long enough to do a lot of bits,
Yeah.
but you can't do too many because if you go over, it's really frowned upon,
Yeah.
because there's other comics they're waiting and
Yeah.
they're preparing and shit like that. So you want to try to be on time especially it's like I was like the third guy up.
Yeah.
I think so. Like I was the setup, right? I was the setup for so it's like the opener, and then there was like the fucking guest, and then there was the setup, and then there was the main feature, and then the fucking closer, right?
Yeah.
And as the setup guy, my job is to get in there, stick to my time, do my fucking jokes, and fuck off.
Yeah.
Like that's my job. Because really, comedy's a team sport,
Right.
It's like. Well, I don't know if you noticed, like I don't engage with the crowd. I don't talk to the crowd.
Yeah.
That's the fucking closer's job. That's the headliner's job.
Are you? Do you want to?
If I'm a headliner, I will.
Because I think you'd be good at that.
Yeah. But when I get to the point where I'm good enough to be a headliner,
Yeah.
I'll take that responsibility.
Yeah.
But until then, no, that's his responsibility. That's his job, and I don't want to take that from him. Right? Like sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes there's somebody like right there that's like fucking engaging with you and
Yeah.
shit. So sometimes you have to kind of get to know everybody.
There's a
But
couple slam dunks hanging. You got to fucking.
yeah, if it's low hanging fruit, or do you save that for the headliner so he kills? Because a lot of times people come for the headliner. I mean,
Yeah.
the amount of people in the crowd, I should have been the headliner because I brought all the fucking people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's not my place yet. That's not
Right.
that wasn't my role. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I respect the craft of comedy, and I'm fortunate to be able to
You're a student in the art.
I'm climbing the ranks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm earning my due, and that I appreciate. You know, it's just kind of going through it and fucking learning the way shit works.
I think it was really fun because like I can't remember if it was during your set or when you were doing the open mic and you were telling a story about one of your Marines or when
That was my closing.
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
and
My black friend.
yeah, and then you started the story and I was like, oh, I fucking know this and I love it.
Yeah, because you've heard the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
But
heard
I
the
didn't
story.
hear it as a stand-up bit. I heard
No.
it as like start to finish 15 minutes, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
No, I've condensed that down
Yeah.
to like 3 minutes.
Yeah. So I appreciate that. Yep.
yeah. Well, and Mallory said the same thing. She's like, it was funny because I knew the story.
Yeah.
She's like, I'd actually heard you tell that story
Yep.
before. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking true. 100%
It's
true.
not like it's made up.
Like, yeah, like no, this is a fucking real thing that my buddy fucking used to do, and yeah. So and I've done that a couple times. Like I told the one time I did I turned the cup of piss story
Yeah.
into a 5-minute bit.
Yeah.
You know, and I told that story. You know, talking about how bartending's hard and blah blah blah. Then it moved into that and all that, and like so that's the interesting part for me is figuring out how to make shit flow together. Right.
Right.
You know, because that's probably the most difficult. Writing jokes is pretty easy. It's not that hard. You know, I mean, the world's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but like hard cuts are, I think, just as funny.
It can't be.
One thing that I've noticed on the past 2 shows that I've been to, the one in Austin and the one that you were at, is people use the same. Like it could be one dude gets up on stage and uses it, and the next guy that's coming up, he does the same fucking thing as a transition in between jokes.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's so many other ways to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's why I like the people who do it like the more original you are with just cutting it off and starting something new.
Yeah.
I like the hard cuts.
Yeah.
Like the flow's good, right? You have to have that.
but it's
But every now and then you're just like, all right, enough of that bullshit, you know, and you go to something else.
And I'll do that if the crowd isn't reacting.
but even
right.
if the crowd is reacting, I think that's just as funny.
what I'm talking about is when they're like, you know, when the comment's just like, we got a great crowd sitting out here, you know, and they're just like 6 other people said that within the last 15 minutes.
Oh, you're like you can tell they're killing time.
Or they don't know how to transition into their joke, and so they use that as to like
It's like
an
their
attention grabber.
It's like
yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, just get rid of that.
Yeah.
Everybody else has done the same thing. You know, like you say that and I lose attention.
Like I really think that one of the civilian comics that were up there should have just shit on veterans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're terrified to do that.
I know,
You know
but
what I mean?
goddamn,
That's why I'll get up and shit on veterans.
Yeah.
Like I do a
Like, we have any veterans in the crowd? Fuck you guys. You know, like,
Like fucking baby killers.
maybe that's how I'll start my fucking bit. My thank me for my service bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do something like
Or
you
just
guys
like
veterans?
you would need veterans in the crowd,
Go fuck.
and they're like, yeah, I'd be like, you're welcome.
just like equate them to like welfare babies. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. You get your VA check, you fucking welfare baby.
yeah, you know, shit like that.
Yeah, that could be funny. I'll work on something. That's easy. Yeah. But no, it was a good night. And then we ended up standing outside bullshitting with the headliner for fucking hour.
Oh,
And he's a military dude.
He was military dude.
I had to leave. Michelle was mine. Like,
Yeah.
we have to go now. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Well,
Yeah.
I mean, fuck you. I probably stood out there for 10 minutes after you left. You know, like because you left.
I
pretty
left
much the same time.
Well, I was trying to get out before he did.
Yeah.
And by the time I was getting into the car as he was pouring Michelle into the passenger seat.
Yeah. And then I probably stood there for 10 minutes with him bullshitting. And he wants to come on the show, actually.
Yeah,
he's
that'd be
interested in coming on the
awesome.
show.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys caught it. I know you did because you and I made eye contact a time or two during the conversation. But he's got wildly different opinions than what we usually fucking talk about, right? Like politically.
Oh yeah.
Like he's clearly the other side of the spectrum.
Well, and obviously he would be somebody good to talk about, where there wouldn't be like
He wouldn't get
high emotional.
Yeah, he wouldn't get shitty about
Yeah.
it, you know, and that's why. I talked to him about that, and I was like, I think he'd be have fun,
Yeah.
you know, on the show.
Where was he from?
He's based out of Dallas.
DFW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where he grew up?
No,
I
Where the fuck
fucking
did he-
don't know.
I don't remember.
The reason I ask is because like where people are from has a lot to do with.
Well,
How they were
the way he was explaining it is his job in the military. It was like him and a whole bunch of white dudes.
Yeah, he was a Cav Scout.
Yeah.
Well, he's a Cav Scout now.
Hmm.
Because so his first, he was in the Air Force first,
Yeah.
and did 4 years or 6 years in the Air Force as an intel analyst,
Yeah.
and then got out and joined the Army and became a Cav Scout.
Right.
And I was like, wait, you weren't gay enough before? And he was just like, God damn it! Like, as soon as he told me he was a Cav Scout,
Me too.
I was like, you got your spurs, and your cute little hat. And he's like, it's in the car. And I was like, fucking queer. And he went out and got it. And I was like, you fucking, as he's walking back, I was like, you fucking nerd. And he started laughing and shit. Yeah. He's like, oh, what were you, infantry? And I was like, yeah, but in the Marines. So you're adorable. He was just like, oh, all right. I'm like, yeah.
No, that was fun.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Tucker Carlson's interview with Putin?
I did.
I haven't watched it. I haven't had time to sit down.
I watched it.
What did you think of Putin?
So here's the thing. I think Putin's a KGB operator, right? So
Yeah.
So because he was,
Yeah.
you know,
And I think he still could be because he was good.
well, he's been the democratically elected president for 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah. Like, you guys got a different.
Yeah, who's gonna? Do you know anybody that ran against him?
No,
That's alive.
no. You know, like so.
All right,
But
so-
that said, I don't think he wasn't like shitting on America. He didn't fucking shit. He wasn't fucking confrontational. He wasn't an asshole.
No, he just
You
wants to, like he said, he asked to be in NATO.
I will tell you one thing. This motherfucker knows his goddamn history.
Yeah.
Holy fuck,
All
dude.
right, all right.
He put on a fucking 30-minute clinic of
Yeah.
just a history lesson of Russia.
So I have a series of Biden versus Putin scenarios.
Okay.
Scrabble.
Oh, fuck it. Well, Biden's going to make up words.
You can't do that in Scrabble.
That's true.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, I'm taking Putin. Like, especially if history's on that list.
Chess.
Putin, because Biden will play checkers.
Yeah. Yeah. He'd be like, king me. And be like, that's a rook.
Shoots and ladders.
Biden might have him on that.
Yeah, I think.
I think it's a pure roll of the dice.
Yeah.
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 Well, no, I think
Candyland.
I don't know if Putin's ever played shoots and ladders. I know Biden has.
Yeah.
That's like one of his favorite games.
Yeah.
Probably. Hungry Hippos.
Oh, I think
That takes-
Putin's got the hand skill.
It takes
Fuck yeah.
coordination.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got hand
I
skill.
think so.
Yeah, he's got hand speed.
Right. Stairs.
Well, that's been proven already.
Uh,
That's been proven that Putin could probably beat him on that.
thinking outside of a prompter.
Again, Putin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like, damn.
Yeah.
He's very articulate.
Well, I mean, I don't speak Russian.
Now, here's the thing. Like,
His translator was very articulate.
I was going to say, do
I'm
you
pretty
think-
sure that was a machine, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if like the translator said something that was completely different than what Putin was actually saying?
I mean, he could.
Like they just had the scripted responses. Like they filmed it, right? Putin said whatever he wanted to say, and then like they went back and like read the questions, and then like had the scripted response that the translator said.
Yeah.
and they just put it on there.
there was one part of the interview that I thought was interesting is that he kept going, I'll answer you, but let me finish this point.
He
Like,
said
because
several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a delay in the response.
Well, yeah, and Tucker was trying to get to the point.
Yeah. And Tucker, but there was even times where Tucker would change the point.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, I'll get there.
I'm not.
But
done
let me
with your
finish
last question.
with your last question.
Yeah.
Let me answer this first. And he straight called him out.
Yeah.
It's very presidential.
It is very
It's like, you're not going to fucking run me.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not, this is my interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so, and I was like, okay.
And then when Tucker asked him to release the reporter,
And he
Like,
he's like, that's espionage. And he gave a fucking
Yeah.
clear definition
Well,
of espionage.
and I appreciate that he. I mean, it would be cool if he did. If Tucker would have brought a reporter home, that would have been awesome.
that would
right?
have been fucking great.
But as a president of a country, you can't let a fucking reporter come in and like make demands. Like fuck no.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he defaulted to it.
Well, he was even like, the intelligence services are doing their job.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on all
Yeah,
that.
I want to see him go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. You know, like,
I don't know. I thought it was a good interview, and I think
I don't like the backlash that Tucker Carlson has received
Oh,
from it,
fuck everybody.
dude. Because
That's why I like it.
The fucking hypocritical bullshit where they're just like, he's a traitor. It's like
Have you seen the?
all of you other motherfuckers interviewed him.
Have you seen?
No.
Have you seen
Everybody else in the government who doesn't want this to happen are fucking traitors.
Yeah.
We have every right as an American people to hear what the fucking president of another country has to say about the bullshit we're going through right now.
And the funny
Yeah.
thing was, he pretty much was saying like, the president of the United States is a puppet, and I like the
He- but
populace
he
of the
did-
United States.
He didn't actually say it, which is what I respect.
but
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
shit talk.
He did not shit talk.
No.
He just
Yeah.
thinks like the CIA is making those decisions.
yes.
Yeah. Like he was like,
Yeah.
Did you guys see the data on the view counts of Tucker Carlson's video on all the different platforms?
no. What
So
did he do?
when I saw it, it was X or Twitter had 200 million views. YouTube had some nominal amount, like it was still decent, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like whatever. And then Facebook was it was 0.1 M. It was like 100,000 views that was on Facebook for him. Like, how do you go from one platform where you have 200 million views?
That's real easy. It's called shadow banning.
Well, not only
no,
that,
I understand.
not
that.
only that, but
Like,
But like-
Zuckerberg shadow banned
But
him.
why
and
are
fucking
you,
Elon did.
Why are you censoring that?
yeah,
Well,
yeah. What was
there's a good question.
what was censorable there?
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, the United States people are going to hear what this leader has to say about it. You know, like after it, I was kind of like, yeah. Well, okay. To be fair, Ukraine is bullshit, and I've always thought that.
Yeah.
Right. Like, why are we pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into fucking Ukraine?
They just got 94 billion yesterday.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
no.
The Senate passed it. It has to get passed by the House. The House isn't even going to put it to vote.
No,
At least that's
it's
what
usually
they're
the other way around.
No,
the House and then the Senate.
No,
This was another one that they literally passed it while we were asleep.
then the Senate passed it, but the House did not.
It goes through the House first.
Okay, I'm just full of shit then.
No, I'm
Like,
trying to figure
I
out.
thought
If,
the House passed it to the Senate,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then the Senate.
No,
like
it's-
I'm just thinking
it's
I'm just a
backwards.
bill.
Yeah, no.
You know, like,
They're doing it backwards because it passed at like a 71 to 29 or 28 or some shit.
Oh,
and that's not the House.
No.
And the House is trying to use laws to put it into committee and bury it instead of bring it to the floor for a vote.
Yeah, I think Justin's looking at this. What'd you come up with?
Senate passes 95 billion aid package to Ukraine and Israel. Fate uncertain in House.
Son of a bitch.
No, I wasn't.
I wasn't doubting you, dude. It's
It's
just,
just it's
like I
not
always,
normal.
I always
No,
thought
I
that it
know.
went through the House
Yeah,
first
yeah.
and then the Senate. Yeah.
I did find numbers for.
You know, if we pay him that much, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, here's the thing.
You know,
Okay,
especially after listening to this, fucking, why are we sticking up for Ukraine at all?
but okay, so
Because our president has business
hold on,
dealings there.
hold on.
Yeah,
So-
you're right.
So they let's ignore every other penny that's been sent to Ukraine.
Okay.
Let's just focus on this 95 billion.
And well, to be fair, like just under 20 billion of it was going to Israel. So
Okay,
let's
so
say
75 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. The United States is trying to monetarily help another country secure their borders.
Yeah.
But ours is wide open.
Why the fuck?
And a bill needs to be passed for the president of the United States in order to do something about our border.
Yeah.
But we're going to give some other country $75 billion to secure theirs?
Well, that's what pisses me
Well,
off.
what'd you think about Putin bringing up all the neo-Nazi shit?
Oh, about
Zelensky's father?
just about Ukraine.
Yeah.
Like he's like, there's a fucking populace of Nazi sympathizers and neo-Nazis that he goes, and we are anti-Nazism.
Yeah. Now, to be fair,
Like,
Russia helped us fight World War II
Yeah.
against the fucking Nazis.
yeah.
Like
Twice.
in World War II.
And World War One.
Yeah.
Russia's
well,
always fought against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, against Germany.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. World
Yeah.
War I wasn't Nazis, but yeah.
Like, I mean, for
Tomato.
for fuck's
Tomato,
sake,
tomato,
though.
tomato, tomato.
I guess my point is, if you are a person listening to this podcast, you should listen to that interview because it was kind of.
You know, I'm not saying we're not putting Putin on a pedestal.
No, not at all.
No.
Like he's not a great guy. And I'm not saying that he is. Yeah. But I thought the interview was well thought out and well tempered and
Well, and he like handed Tucker proof. Like, I got these out of our archives. You can cross reference them here, and You know, like
If-
holy shit.
If a journalist interviewed Xi Jinping, do you think it would be
No.
the same?
I think
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe. But I mean, we're talking about two different
think
cultures.
Putin really wanted to.
But they're both in the.
Putin really wanted to make a valid point. Like he brought up history all the way back to like 988.
right.
Yeah, like,
Like
he went
that,
way
that-
back there.
that was a little extreme for me. Like, oh, that's okay.
He was like, after Jesus was crucified.
I'm
like,
not.
what the fuck?
I'm not sure how that was relevant exactly, but yeah.
Yeah.
But he went way back in time.
Like, but he went back to like the Romanovs like being assassinated and like, you know,
the reason I think it's so weird
All
for
that
us
shit.
to hear 988 history is ours doesn't start till 1776.
everything else that happened before that just doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Actually,
but
I
like-
think in today's day and age, our history started in like the 1930s.
Well, yeah. But like, okay, say tomorrow we quit trying to make Russia an enemy and we made him an ally. We let him join NATO. We did the missile defense system with them, and we treated them like, well, they used to be like the third world power. I think they're like number 5 now, right? But say we started treating them like that. What bad is going to come from it to have an ally in Russia? Like,
I think I think the hardest part with it is, are they really an ally?
Yeah.
yeah, but are you thinking that because of all the bullshit you've been fed since you were fucking born?
No, I'm
Or-
thinking of it as in
Like we all remember the wall coming down, man. Like communism isn't that fucking old.
yeah.
Like,
That's kind of where I'm at with it. And it's not like it's not one of those things that's like, well, you know, we'll fucking see. They're just gonna backstab it. Like, no, it's like, okay, like here's a treaty. Let's see what happens. You know, I'm not against it,
Yeah.
but you can't just go into it being like, now Putin's my best friend. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, but you can't go into it with like, I don't know.
Well, like he
Like-
he even talked about that. Like he was like, you know, during the NATO
Kennedy.
talks, it was don't put up, like, you know, part of the agreement is that you're not going to put up bases here, and you did anyways. And you're not going to do this.
Did you
did this anyway?
You see the thing?
You're not going to bring these countries into NATO, and we did.
You see the thing about Kennedy when he was having talks about bringing Russia into NATO, and then a couple weeks later,
Yeah.
old Jackie O's beautiful shot of her in the convertible came out.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to think that was communist Russia though, and that was also involved with the Cuban Missile Crisis
Yeah,
and
there
all
was all
that
kinds
shit.
of
Like
stuff then.
there was all kinds of shit going on then, man. Like they were definitely an enemy then.
Yeah.
You know,
But-
but Mikhail Gorbachev took strides to
Yeah.
fucking, like, you know, when he was the first elected, you know, president of Russia. You know, fucking followed by fucking
The impression I got
all the
though
fucking
from the whole
guys.
interview is
not Gorbachev. Gorbachev was second. Who was the first one? Why am I fucking that up? Fuck. Anyways, whoever. But
you know, my impression was Putin was he's just tired of being pushed around, and like, you know, and I get it, right? Like if you're a fucking president of a country as large as Russia,
yeah,
like why, you know, like I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, I watched the interview. I encourage everybody to form your own opinion.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
yeah. Just form your own opinion. Nothing wrong with being a free thinker.
Yeah.
You know, I watched another interview of Tucker Carlson's today. Actually, I watched an interview or excerpts from an interview of him with Ice Cube.
Oh, really?
Dude, I'm telling you, Ice Cube got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Because he's like, fuck Oprah. He's like, fuck Oprah, fuck The View. He's like, they won't let me on their shows because I'm not part of their fucking club because I'm a free thinker. You know, he's like, I'm not a right-wing guy, but I'm not a fucking left-wing guy either. And I refuse to fucking think in terms of black and white.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck that. I'm a free-thinking human being and an American. And if you can't fucking think and talk, then that's the freedom, is your freedom to think.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
And,
what, like on this show, we'll have anybody who wants,
fuck yeah.
like, if you want to come and have a serious debate about something, we'll fucking do it.
Even if you don't want to debate, if you just want to have
A
if you
conversation.
can hold a conversation,
Yeah.
you know.
And we are not the smartest people. Like,
No. Especially if it's just us three. If Jazz isn't here, we're
Yeah.
fucked. But yeah, like I mean, this is a comedy genre show.
Yeah.
You know, like take that into consideration,
Yeah,
I guess. But
we're not a news outlet.
fuck no. Fuck no. Weirdly enough, I think people trust us more than the news, which is
I get it.
terrifying.
You know why? Is because we can watch something and not have a predetermined outcome of what we're going to think.
I don't have a side that
Yeah.
I have to see it from.
Like
Yeah.
I am able to form a logical opinion on any subject matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I watched the last quarter and overtime.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was a fucking close game.
Yeah.
It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. I was kind of rooting for fucking San Fran just because I'm fucking tired of seeing Travis.
You know what
Kelce.
the weird thing about the Super Bowl and how the Chiefs celebrate is like shootings. Did you hear about all that that went down today?
No.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There's like 10 people got shot today.
We're in fucking Kansas,
Kansas
City.
City.
Wow.
1 dead and 14 injured.
God,
Jeez.
damn.
But
on,
big
Kansas
shout
City.
out to the people that were there. There's footage that's come out of people there at the parade that once they identified the shooter, like 3 dudes just tackle this guy while he's still got the gun, the whole
Nice.
9.
Well, it is
Fucking-
the Midwest, so
Yes.
Yeah.
And they take him down. Fucking there's you can see a little bit where a guy's like throwing a jab into the shooter's ribs and shit.
Fuck
and I was
yeah.
like,
Oh, I would have beat the shit out
yeah.
of that guy.
Oh my god, you have like you like if you
I would have beat them until the police pulled me off.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, go, you can charge me. I accept them.
no, it's self defense. If
No,
you
I know, but
shot 14 people, you
but
could beat that guy to death.
but if you want to arrest
Yeah.
me, if you want to arrest me and charge me until you figure it out,
yeah,
like here,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Yeah, fuck yeah. One of my favorite headlines of all time, and Justin, I don't know if you can find this or not, but it was a guy who like robbed a store, like while there was like 2 Marines that were on like
Oh, I saw
recruiting
that. Oh,
duty
yeah.
or something, and this guy robbed a store, and when they fucking picked the guy up, the guy had like 3 broken ribs, a broken nose, a broken eye socket. Fucking his jaw was wired shut. All this
They
shit.
also
They were
had-
like, he fell out.
no, he said he felt.
no, they had his police picture,
Yeah.
and then like he was all fucked.
Yep.
And it said he may have fell down a time or two on the
Yeah.
way to the police station.
It's one of my favorites. I love seeing that. I love seeing citizens just step up.
Yeah, god damn
You
it.
know, like
There's very few times in your life where you get to beat the fuck out of somebody.
justified too.
Justified.
Fucking
Yeah.
justifiable. Beat that ass. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And when it happens, it's fucking sweet.
Take those opportunities.
Dude.
Take them.
I knocked a dude out of his shoes one time.
You know,
That was like the fucking coolest thing I ever did.
Were you using your car?
there was a period.
No.
Okay.
Fucking punched
So
It's fucking hilarious.
I'm going to go a little morbid here for a second. When YouTube first started coming out,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like the Wild West.
Before the regulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do, like after I close the bar and I had a couple drinks in me and I'm just sitting at home and I'll go scroll YouTube. And all I wanted to see was people that got hit by cars because every fucking time their shoes go flying.
Yeah.
And it was just like the higher the shoe went or the further it went, I'm like, dead.
No, but when I knocked this dude out of his shoes, it was justifiable.
Yeah.
And it felt righteous. Right? Like it was funny. There was like a wall, and I'm like walking along the wall, and the guy's standing around the corner of the wall, and my friend is standing across from him on the side of the wall that I'm on, right? And my friend at the time, who's fucking dead to me now, but fucking at the time, he's a skinny fucking nerd he's a pussy. He's 6'4", 130.
Yeah.
Like he's just a beanpole,
Yeah.
right? And no threat whatsoever. And he's getting picked on.
Yeah.
And I just see somebody picking on him from around the corner.
Yeah.
And I got to come around the corner and just step between them. And the guy was a pretty big dude. And I was like, don't give a fuck. Whap! And just fucking his shoes. It was snowy out. It was in New Mexico and it was snowing. And his shoes stayed there and he fucking flew. And I was just like, and I couldn't even fucking like, I went to engage to fuck him up and I looked down and started laughing because I saw his shoes. And I was like, I knocked him out of his shoes. I was just like, oh shit, that's hilarious. And some dude walking by was like, oh, fucking shoes are still there. And I was like, oh, it was. And I think somebody yelled World Star, and then it was over. But, okay. Yeah, but those justifiable ass
Yeah.
weapons, those are so fun. But yeah, dude, it's like if like a school shooter gets tackled by the fucking PE coach, and the PE coach just fucking pummels him to death.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fucking good with it, man. Like, give that guy teacher of the year. Like, fuck. What are we smoking on, boys?
I just finished the Sumatra that I've been trying to smoke since this morning. And then I got a 50 cal Garrison, Oscuro, Maduro, and Toro because we just have them back in stock now up on
Nice.
the deck. And then if I need it, I have a night shift waiting there for me too.
Attaboy.
I got the old faithful 762 Garrison Rosado.
Yeah. I'm on a 556 Garrison Corojo. I figured since Jazz wasn't here, somebody needed to smoke one.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah, went with it. And it's pairing very nicely with this Tullamore Dew
The Caribbean cast.
Caribbean cast.
You know where we got that?
Where?
I brought that in.
Did you?
Yeah.
Attaboy. It's wonderful.
I was gonna put it in the locker at 4.9s, but I forgot that I had a Christmas bottle of booze in there, so I didn't need it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, man. I'm enjoying it.
We did get this bottle too because we did a event with these guys. So this is a mezcal tequila mix.
Mesquila.
Mesquila, but they're a local tequila company.
Go on.
Good dude, but they were at our event. So
It's like if tequila wanted to be mezcal.
Yeah. I like the bottle, though.
yeah, it's a cool
The
bottle.
bottle's cool as shit. And it is Hecho in Mexico. So,
They
Hecho in Mexico.
they also do regular tequilas. So
That's interesting. Because mezcal is a fucking acquired taste, man. Like you gotta,
it's light mezcal.
I like higher end mezcals.
yeah.
But like I was in Arizona this past
It
weekend
surprises me that you like mezcal and not scotch.
because I like the higher end stuff. If you just get like the whatever, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, because if you think about it, mezcal to tequila is the exact same thing as scotch is to whiskey. It's just smoky as fuck. Fucking. booze.
I like
That's not. To me,
No.
that's more fruity.
yeah, but
Oh.
I don't like the only reason I like scotch is I don't like the peat.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the peak.
Right, I don't mind smoky, but some of the like the lower end ones are you drink it and it's like, oh, okay, I get smoky.
Yeah,
I don't get anything else.
Like if they take the
licked an
liquid
ashtray.
smoke and
Yeah.
That's it. It tastes like I just drank liquid smoke on the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No.
licked an ashtray.
No.
Yippee.
No, but the higher end stuff, and that was from my Mexico City trip last year.
Nice.
Because I did a bunch of craft cocktails with mezcal because they were amazing.
Yeah.
And so then I found a mezcal that I liked that they had on their drink lists. And then when I was going back through customs, I bought 2 bottles of that mezcal. I still haven't opened them yet,
Yeah.
but I was like, yep, this is it. That's the one I like.
I mean, I know.
I don't know if I've had a good mezcal.
I'll bring it in.
I don't know if I talked about this, but I was contracted recently. I did some consulting work for a bar downtown here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And I developed a drink menu for him. Right. It's a brewery downtown, Back Unturned Brewery, who they recently got their full liquor license.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, "Hey, I want to have like a high end craft cocktails. I know you have some experience in that. Can you come in?" And I was like, "Sure." So I developed a craft cocktail
Nice.
menu for him, right? And one of them I did I called it the Agave Maria, but it was it's essentially you muddle a jalapeno slice,
Okay.
and it's almost like a margarita on the rocks, but it's spicy.
Yeah.
Well, one of his bartenders there, he was like, "Can we try this with a mezcal?" And I was like,
Ooh.
"Yeah, give it a shot." So he had a mezcal, and we did it. And I was like, "Motherfucker, this might be the only way I like mezcal."
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking like the heat from the jalapeno.
Yeah.
it just paired real fucking well. And,
Yeah.
and this wasn't like a super high end mezcal, but it was
Right.
still a decent one.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, man, like I fuck with it." So if you're in San Antonio and you want good pizza and a solid cocktail, 10 out of 10. I recommend that place.
Nice.
Yeah. Back Unturned. Yeah. Which I think we met at you guys met him at an event that we were at the gym that time, the strongman competition that
Yes.
Haley did.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
was there.
Yep.
That
He's
was-
been on the show also.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
for that.
I don't think I was here either.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I was here.
It was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
we were all here.
Yeah.
Were we?
We
It might have been.
I have a TBI. But I know that. I'm going to use that as an
I
excuse.
forgot that I had one.
And I'm actually doing he's doing a Dreamfest thing downtown next month, and I'm going to be a guest speaker for him.
Yeah.
At this thing, I don't know, and I'll put it out for everybody. So
Nice.
yeah, he wants me to do a motivational speech.
Oh,
Yeah,
good luck.
yeah, right.
You just get up there and be like, rah, 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 rah.
I can't even motivate myself, let alone other people.
Actually, you know, I actually know what I'm going to talk about, man, and it's stuff. It's something that we've talked about on the show before. It's those close call what if moments that we all have.
Yeah.
You know, like because it's why did I get saved type of moments. You know, like I use I use me getting the mortar round in my hand, right, as an example all the time. Because if I hadn't taken this mortar round to the hand, we wouldn't have moved the vehicle, and we would have all been killed. Because as soon as we moved the vehicle, 3 mortar rounds landed right where we were parked. And the only reason we moved the vehicle is because I got wounded. And I was like, they're walking him in.
Yeah.
And I started kicking the fucking driver, and he moved. And as soon as he moved, boom, 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 3 fucking mortar rounds landed right where we were sitting. And if I hadn't have gotten wounded,
Yeah.
we would have been sitting there, and me, the crew, all the grunts in the back, and the doc, and I think we had a chaplain back there too.
Oh,
Everybody would have got fucking smoked,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, but I got a broken hand out of the deal.
Yeah.
I'll take it
yeah.
all fucking day.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But it's one of those what if moments, right? It's like, dude, it played out too perfect. Hey, we got to fuck you up a little bit. You're going to thank me later. You know what I mean? Type of thing, you know? And it's just those, and it's weird to talk to other veterans. There's a lot of us that have those, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if I hadn't have done this, I'd have gotten fucking smoked. Or if we didn't do that, so-and-so would have died or whatever, you know? And it's those what if moments that you need to recognize when they happen because, you know, there's value in it.
I got a question. How many what if moments happened where what if I had taken my iPro off for 4 minutes? Or what if I opened up my flak jacket to breathe in a
Or
second?
what if I took off my DCU top and then put my
Yeah.
body armor back on over my
that too.
t-shirt?
Yeah. Well, what?
What would happen then?
Well, what if you put your hands in your pockets?
Yeah.
The
God.
fucking world ends, bro. You don't know that?
What if you were chewing gum?
And walking.
Motherfucker.
Holding something in your right hand? Fuck.
On your cell phone?
Oh,
Just on
Man.
your
Oh, we didn't have
it's a
cell
good.
phones.
It's a good thing the military goes over all these what ifs. And
Yeah, right? There are some serious what if moments.
Yeah. I mean, like, what if the scissors were dull and you had to use a lawnmower?
I mean,
No, John. It's what if the lawnmowers break? You need to know how to use these.
We
things.
never had a lawnmower that worked.
it's true. I think I told you.
The
about
reason
this.
they didn't work is because they made people cut the grass with scissors so often the gas went bad and then nobody fixed it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it's broke.
It's
So
like you gotta clean the fucking carburetor. They're like, I don't know how to do that. It's just broke. Shit's broke.
I'm just gonna get the scissors.
I think I told you about it. One of my favorite things that ever happened to me when I was active duty is I went to go use a copier, and instead of it like having a sign on it that said like out of order or whatever, so they just wrote a sign that said shit's broke. And I was just like, this is the best sign I've ever seen. It's shit's broke.
We don't know why or how. It's just broke.
It was just a sign that was taped to the top of it, just said shit's broke.
It probably worked too.
No, because I tried it. I was like, I don't believe you. I don't believe that this shit's broke.
And they
I'm
wonder
gonna
why
give
we
it a
have
shot.
trusted you.
And they were like, I'm telling you, dude, this shit's broke. I'm like, who made this fucking sign? Like the Lance Corporal behind the desk, who's like, oh, dude, stairs on. I was like, fucking, I'm gonna write you a NAM. Goddamn.
It was a colonel who was trying to save on paper expense.
Yeah,
Ink's expensive, man.
dude. For real. But yeah. What do you guys got going on? What do you guys got coming up?
Not much.
Are you done traveling for a while?
Yeah, for I think 2 weeks.
Did you add Phoenix to your list?
I did when I was on the flight back.
Okay.
So I mathed it out and I was gone. And when I mathed it out, there was 40 days of the year. And I was gone, I think 22 or 23 out of the 40 days.
Yeah.
And then that was before Phoenix.
Yeah.
So it just makes it
Yeah. I was home
whatever.
for
So now it's like what, 40. So that would have been February 9th. And I got back on the 15th. So it was 46 days, and you add 5 days that I was gone.
Yeah.
So it's still the same. 27 days out of
Yeah.
46, I was gone.
Like in January, I was home for 9 days.
Yeah.
Like, and not in a row.
Like now I'm just at the point. So like right now so it's Wednesday. I flew back from Phoenix on Tuesday, right? So Tuesday morning, I got up at like 3 a.m. to get my flight. My flight left Phoenix at 6. I landed here at like 9:30, something like that.
Yeah.
Drove straight here to work, worked all day, left a little early, went home, showered, changed, and then went to the rodeo. San Antonio Rodeo's going on.
Yeah.
And so I got invited to go for the rodeo and the concert. So I
Yeah,
went
yeah.
down for that. And I didn't get home till, I don't know, midnight or 1.
Yeah, we're going Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Taking the kids. Be fun.
And yeah. And then so now I'm back here today and I'm just fucking zombie.
So you and I had a meeting before this.
Yeah, we did.
Across town.
Yeah.
That we didn't know we were both involved in
No.
until I was sitting there eating my Jimmy John's and I hear a voice behind me going, "Hey,
Funny seeing you here.
what are you?" And I was like, "Hey."
What are you doing here? I'm like, I'm hungry.
I was like, it's like you're hungry, but this is like 40 minutes away, man.
Yeah.
You boys want one more piece of current events?
Oh, give
Yeah.
it to me.
So y'all remember the name Nikki Dolezal?
Why does that sound familiar?
Or I'm sorry, Rachel
Dolezal. Yeah. Miss Blackface.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when
She was
stepped-
the fucking government official up in Seattle area or Portland area that
Washington.
Washington, yeah, who turned out to actually just be a white lady. But she had everybody fooled into thinking she was black.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I do remember this.
Yeah.
So
Like her parents were like, "Nope, she's white." Like,
after she stepped down, she got a job as a teacher and has now been fired from that role because someone found her social media where they had a link to her OnlyFans.
Oh, shit. From that angle, she doesn't look white.
she doesn't really-
That's what she looks like.
And she's white?
she's got an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
She's very tan.
Hilarious.
Catalina Foothills instructor with infamous past linked to OnlyFans.
Yep. So she's been going by. She now goes by the name Nikeki
What?
Diola.
What?
What do y'all want to?
I've got nothing on that.
Yeah.
Nikeki Diola?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to Reddit.
Jeez.
When in
So
doubt,
I
go
saw
to Reddit.
I saw a headline this morning. It might have been yesterday. I can't remember. And it made me. The comments agreed with me on my thoughts on the one that I saw. And the headline was something like, Minnesota wife has sex with 2 underage kids while a third watches. And then the article was the husband and wife got in an argument. The wife was mad at the husband. There happened to be a youth hockey team staying at the hotel. And so she found these random kids, banged 2 of them while the third watched. Right? And I was just like, okay.
You know they made fun of the third one.
No, I was like, so why isn't the headline Minnesota woman rapes 2 underage youths while a third watches?
Because it doesn't work that way.
But if a dude did it,
Yeah.
that's what. So I immediately go to the comments, and every comment was, that's rape. Like that's rape. Like as much as we fantasize, like man, imagine if I was that kid.
But I
blah,
don't
blah, blah.
ever imagine rape going this way. Hey, do you want to have sex with me? Yes, I do.
But they're
That-
underage.
I know, I get it.
They're under
I-
18.
I get it.
Like this woman's a pedophile that raped
Yes.
2 kids.
Yes, I 100% agree. But yes, I agree.
But it's like, why doesn't the news portray it how it should be portrayed?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
She is a pedophile.
Well,
and she raped 2
she
kids.
thought it was a college hockey team.
No. But either way, it
How many
doesn't change. the
funny
fact
question.
that
How many people have you ID'd before you've banged them? Maybe she didn't know.
2.
So
It was both as a joke, okay?
Sometimes you gotta make sure, dog.
so the woman was 38 and the 2 kids were 15 and 16 years old.
Yeah.
that she's a pedophile and that was rape.
Absolutely.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
what's the title of the article?
Minnesota woman accused of sexually assaulting Colorado youth hockey players.
Oh, see, that's a
So
different one that I saw.
That one's correct.
That's a different one that I saw.
Found it.
Let's see what you're working with there.
Found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She even has an OnlyFans neon sign
She
hanging up in
does.
her bedroom. Like,
She
that's
does.
commitment.
Hey, I'm looking at her butthole. It's definitely a white. That's definitely a white girl's butthole. I don't care how you do your hair and nails, sweetheart. You ain't changing your genetic code. Yep. Hilarious.
Wow.
No, though, for her age, not bad. Like, not bad. You can tell she's into black dudes because that is some beef. That has got some roast beast.
Okay, so
I
no. I don't believe that that's true.
I think you're born that way. I don't think you like.
Oh yeah,
Get
just spread
made.
brown eye. Look at that. I found the picture from the article. That's not blurred.
Mikey, I'm gonna need a heads up because I'm strategically changing camera angles right now.
Yeah, you don't want to look at that. Someone just said her asshole was hanging out. What the fuck? Reddit is so fucking funny to me, man.
Did y'all ever hear about the time Howie Mandel accidentally shared a video on Instagram of a prolapsed anus?
No.
Was it his?
No. Yeah.
Believable.
I think I can't remember the exact story, but he went on a podcast and talked about it. And I guess it was sent to him by a friend maybe, or it came up on his Explore page. And he was like, oh, that's funny. And shared it. And then his social media team took it down. He was like, why'd you take that down? They were like, because it was a prolapsed anus. And he was like, oh, my bad. And I had to put out
that's
like
the
an
wrong
apology.
video.
What did you think it was?
I can't remember, but
It was a rosebud.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, did you see our Valentine's Day email?
I didn't.
In the video?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it's a fun one. This is quick.
I'm not on your email list.
Let's go fucking sign up.
you've never ordered anything.
If you go to our website, you scroll.
If I buy shit, I buy it here.
Yeah.
If you go to the website, you scroll all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
There's a comms check down there. Throw your email address in. Good to go.
I mean, I'm all set.
Why not? We don't spam you. We don't.
Well,
We'll spam you on Black Friday. That's it.
No, that's acceptable.
Yep. Other than that, we don't spam you.
Everybody gets spammed on Black Friday.
That's the thing. It's like you get either you look at your emails or you don't. There's two types of people on that
Yeah.
Black Friday week.
Yeah.
Yep.
so I'm not gonna.
What? That is
Howie.
that's above and beyond. That's just not like, oh, that's like a little whatever. Okay, cool. Like, no, that dude's guts are hanging out.
And it's just him green screen next
how
to
do you
him.
know that's a dude?
He's got hair in his legs.
What's he saying?
I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh,
You got it now?
I see it. now.
That's his large intestines.
Yeah.
I was very confused with the red background, but yeah, that's okay. It's
Those
very
are
zoomed.
short.
It's very zoomed in. Yeah.
That's
Dude, how do you get that? How do you let it get that bad, man?
And why would you share that?
what happened. I want to know what happened in that guy's life where he has to do whatever he has to do to get pleasure. Like, what did that guy go through where he has to shove a bowling ball up his ass to make it feel good?
Well, it all started in the early 2000s with a jar.
I think that guy died.
And I think he did too.
Didn't I heard something? I can't remember.
Justin, you're a younger generation. Have you ever heard of Mr. Hands?
That's the horse.
Yeah.
The dude that took the horse stick. Yeah.
Yeah, he died.
Was that the
He
jar?
died. He died that night.
The jar was part of the Pain Olympics, right?
The jar was the BME Pain Olympics was that dude cutting his fucking dick off and like.
I
slicing
think
it
the
up.
guy with the jar somehow started a war.
That was exact. I'm googling it right now. I
Started
heard
a
that
war?
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the
The-
Drinking Bros talked about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah. It was, somehow started a war.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, between who?
Oh, well, Justin's looking it up.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I think like like Two Girls, One Cup, right?
That should have started.
That took the world by storm.
Everybody remembers like where they were when they saw. It's like our generation's Kennedy assassination. Man. Like, that's a second 9/11, dude. like we all remember.
If you're,
Oh my
Where
God,
we were when we first saw that.
I can't believe that you just compared that to Kennedy.
well, a lot of
They were
things-
both eating shit, man.
it was definitely worse than Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. Fuck. But
a
like,
lot of things have been compared to that. But now that's worse.
like I remember I was in the barracks at Okinawa, walking down the hallway, eating a pint of fucking Ben and Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie. And this kid, Kavanaugh, I fucking will never forget this. He's like from Boston. He's fucking straight out of fucking like Weymouth or some shit. He's like, yo, Staff Sergeant, come here. I got something for you. And I was like, what? He's like, oh, you're eating ice cream. Perfect. And, like brought me into his barracks room. And I didn't let the motherfucker see me flinch, right? So I'm just sitting there eating ice cream watching this. And I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. She's eating poop. And I walk out. As soon as I walk into the hallway, I was like, but I wouldn't let him see me sweat. I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Justin, have you seen that video?
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
I
You ever
got.
watched
It's a cult classic.
It's a rite of passage.
I'm happy to stay on this side. Like, I'm good.
Remember they used to do reaction videos. Maybe we do a reaction video of Justin.
Oh my
Two Girls,
God.
One
Yes.
Cup for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah. We need
so
that.
I can't remember if it's that I saw or some other fucked up video, but at our old employer, we watched something along those lines, and I had to eat hard boiled eggs, and we did a reaction video that way.
Mm.
That was torture. That fucking
Yeah.
sucked.
I would have.
So after 2 Girls, One Cup, there was a worse one that came out.
What?
I always thought it was worse. It was called 4 Girls Finger Paint.
What?
Oh,
I know where this is going.
that one was fucking terrible.
No,
Like,
no, I'm not doing it.
4 Girls Finger Paint. You know what, listeners? Check out 4 Girls Finger
Like,
Paint. Let
okay,
us know. Let us
so-
know in the comments what you think of 4 Girls Finger Paint.
What
Is that a monthly video?
No,
What do you
no.
What do you think the girls from 2 Girls, 1 Cup are doing now?
Fucking,
It's suicide.
yeah, they're probably dead.
Yeah?
Because it's not like they blurred their faces.
They made
No, I know. That's why.
Like,
bad decisions in life. Like
Or did they make good ones?
have you ever seen Serbian film? It's an actual movie. It's called a Serbian film.
no.
It's
Like an
wild.
8mm snuff film.
It's wildly regarded as the worst movie ever made.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. I have it at home, actually. I have a digital copy. I'd gladly fucking. I've watched it once,
I'm good, thanks.
and it's on a hard drive that I would just assume fucking burn because that video's on. That movie's on it. It's fucked up. You ever heard of a Serbian film there, Justin?
What was it called again?
It's called a Serbian film.
Oh no, I have not.
Wildly considered the worst movie ever made.
Is it graphic or is it just
Yeah.
bad? Oh,
Yeah,
Is it like Pain Olympics in movie form?
it's an actual movie, but I believe it's subtitled.
Oh well, that helps.
well,
But-
it's Serbian.
It's fucked. It's about an adult film star he's a very famous adult film star. He's kind of like their generation's like Johnny Sins or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Getting cast in a movie that he doesn't want to do, and then they end up. It's fucked up, man. Yeah, I can't. Goddamn.
Okay. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, yeah.
What were we talking about before all this? You were looking something up.
So apparently on May 1st, 1985, a Serbian farmer named No Chance in Hell, I pronounced that right, went to the hospital.
This
When-
is the jar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was examined. Doctors found a broken beer bottle wedged in his rectum.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
This was a mason jar.
So
Well, this one's along those same lines. I think it was. Yeah, they're saying it's a bottle, but he claimed he'd been attacked by 2 Albanian men who forced the bottle into his anus. He then found himself transported to Belgrade, 280 miles away, to have his injuries inspected by a team assembled all from Yugoslavia. His name became known throughout the country. Poems were written about him. Newspapers filled with outrage and curiosity
He's the man from Nantucket.
of this anti-Serb attack, this fueling a newly growing nationalist movement that ultimately led to the dissolution of Yugoslavia in 1991.
There you go.
wow.
Wow.
So did you know that 2 Girls, 1 Cup was a trailer for a longer feature called Hungry Bitches?
Oh,
I did not know that.
makes a lot of sense.
which explored,
what the
as this
fuck?
article says, which explored the complexities of a relationship between two ladies whose only goal in life is to live, love, be free, and eat handfuls of hot excrement directly out of each other's rectums.
Oh my god.
What the fuck, man?
Wow. Yeah.
Hungry bitches. That's aptly named.
Yeah.
Like,
So gross.
yeah. 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh,
I'm actually getting ill thinking about that.
Following our extensive online search, we managed to catch up with Carla, which is one of the girls, real name Carla Oliveira, as she works her current day job as an ice cream vendor on the busy streets of Rio de Janeiro.
Rio. Don't eat ice cream in Rio.
Holy fuck.
Carla, who portrayed the roles of the blonde one, quote, end quote, looks fit and healthy as she reminisces about the 2 girls, 1 cup shoot of 2007. Quote, it was a magical time in my life, muses Carla, as she scoops a generous portion of peanut butter ice cream into a cone. And then it keeps going, but Jesus Christ.
Is this an Onion article? Is this Babylon Bee?
No, it's Waterford Whispers News. And this article came out in like 2015.
Oh,
Yeah, September 24th, 2015.
What the fuck?
you go from that to an ice cream vendor. I guess that makes a little sense. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
She's not a banker.
when she's like, cup or cone? You want the cup, don't you? You want the cup?
Cone.
Cone, please, cone.
Just vanilla.
You got mint chip? I'll do some mint chip from her.
She's quoted saying, I'd walk down the street and people would say, hey, aren't you the girl with the poop and the other girl and the cup and the poop?
Hey, you with the face and the shirt.
You know she has no gag reflex though. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Well, there was a big fucking talk about it was fake. Like they faked it.
I don't know how you fake that.
I don't know.
I don't know why you fake that.
That's a good point too.
I don't remember. You know,
What?
So, you know how we have like the Flowcone Denage on the show and shit like that.
Oh, okay. So I'm reading a Reddit thread of
I'm watching.
Where Are
Justin's-
They Now?
I'm watching Justin's face right now, and it looks hilarious.
And I guess Waterford Whispers is a joke news thing. It's from Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense for this line that I just read. Carla's co-star Latifah died from dysentery.
3 days later. Yeah. I just read that comment on here. And then one of the other guys was like, you know, that's satirical, right?
Oh, it shouldn't be.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
An ice cream vendor in Rio de Janeiro.
You know what? This is misinformation I'm okay with.
Right?
I mean, I would have believed it. That's the thing. I was like,
but
holy
really-
shit.
But really, where are they now?
I'm trying to find out. I can't.
I am curious. I am a little
They're
curious.
dead.
Probably.
They probably more than likely.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
The funny part is there's so many comments that are
708.
saying that one girl died from dysentery off of that fake news article.
2007.
Yeah, they're dead.
Probably. Yeah. Or they're happily married to dudes who have no idea. They're just like,
Can you imagine though?
like, dude, she
all-
really likes eating my ass.
Like you're some innocent dude like Justin who's never seen it, and then finally your buddies break you down, and you watch it, and you're like,
It's your old lady.
"What the fuck?"
One of these articles I'm reading, it says, come to find out they made $700 a piece for that.
Oh my god! That could not have been made in this country. Then.
When times are rough, people will do rough shit. 2007
Well, that was smooth shit.
must have been right. That's very true. Must have been right before the fucking housing crisis. Right before the Fannie Mae bubble popped. She was popping something else. Blech.
Ugh.
Ugh. God damn.
What was the original piece of news that you gave us? I'm
Yeah,
totally,
you were asking about. fucking-
Rachel Dolezal.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
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 I've seen enough of that.
Yeah. You've seen all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just ran through.
Last bit of info about the 2 girls 1 cup thing. Apparently the guy that directed the movie is still directing. He rebranded and
How do you not?
He's in the genres of piss, vomit, spit, farts, and more worrying stuff like trample and belly punch.
Huh.
It was filmed in Brazil. It's a Brazilian.
It's a Brazilian thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, because like, have you ever seen Brazilian fart porn? It's hilarious.
I haven't made it to that page
Like,
on
they,
Pornhub yet.
they like fart in each other's mouths and shit. It's fucking funny. It's too funny for me to like watch and like. There's nothing sexy about it. It's hilarious. It's like comedy to me. It's just like it's one big fart joke. It's so fucking funny. Ugh. But yeah, apparently there's a market for that down there. In
Level 9
Brazil.
of the old Pornhubs that Mikey made it to.
Hey man. Do what you love. You never work a day in your life. I think this has gone on too far.
Jesus.
You guys saw the sponsors in the beginning of the show.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day, by the
Happy
way.
Valentine's Day. everybody. I hope you're enjoying it with a significant other. Maybe throw some fucking cups in the mix. I don't know. Or if you're bored, you want to mix it up, check out Rachel Dolezal's fucking OnlyFans. She needs the money. So,
Yeah, she's not employed anymore.
yeah, right? She got fired. I'm going to raise my glass, boys. I'm going to say thanks for being my freedom friend. Cheers, cheers. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your bitches. Tell your mom's bitches friends. I don't know. Fucking don't be eating poop. I'm sorry. My brain is on fucking chicks eating shit now, and I need to go fucking drink bleach or something. I don't know. 3 little things. They're not hard to do. Not hard at all. Johnny boy.
Smoke on.
Drink on.
And God damn it, kids. Freedom to fuck on. Hey, don't eat poop. It's not good.
Or yellow snow.
Or yellow snow or any of that shit. God damn. Stop prolapsing your anus. Stop fucking.
Hey, we don't kink shame around here, man.
Stop this episode.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Bye, everybody.
Little